Hey guys, Steph here. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below. So, finding that perfect skincare routine can be really hard, and I know for me it was tough finding products that worked for my skin. So for starters, I have dry to oily skin, so that's combination. And finding products that doesn't make my skin too dry or too oily, I found was a mission. So I found some awesome cleansers to creams to serums and toners that I think would be helpful for those who might be having the same trouble that I have. So rather than you having to go try the entire store, which let me tell you, I've tried a lot of products, hopefully I can help you avoid that. So for starters, when it comes to skincare, being hydrated is really important. So drinking lots of water and sleep makes a really big difference. So before I dive into one of my favorite cleansers, I do want to really stress that I find that when I get enough sleep and I drink enough water, my skin doesn't look better. So make sure you're drinking enough water and getting enough sleep. As for cleansers, I have been using this particular cleanser for years now. What I love about this brand is, so Roche-Posay, they have a line called Effaclar. And Effaclar is great for those who have skin that is prone to like breaking out, or if you have maybe some discoloration due to breakouts. I find that it really does help with that. And the best part, or what I love about this cleanser, is that it gets really sudsy. So I find that it's really clearing my skin and cleaning it after a day of wearing makeup. So at the end of the day, when I am washing my face with this particular one, I do feel like the makeup is being removed. And what's great about the cleanser is you don't need to buy makeup remover. So I don't use makeup remover. I really just use my cleanser. And like I said, it takes off all the makeup. But what I do pair this with, especially at nighttime, so in the morning I just use my hands and the cleanser because I don't have makeup on, so I find I don't really need that in depth or really to clean my pores. But after a day of wearing makeup, I love using the Clarisonic. So I've had this for a really long time too. And then you just buy the bristle head. So I like to change mine every 2 months or so. And I buy them, you can get them at Shoppers Drug Mart or even off Amazon. So I like to pair these together. When I'm not using the Clarisonic and I do want a nice scrub, I like to use Vichy. And what's awesome about this is it's not just a cleanser, but it's also a scrub, cleanser, and a mask. So it's a 3-in-1. It really avoids you having to buy those 3 different products. And I use the exfoliator probably about 2 times a week, and I find it doesn't irritate my skin because I do have really sensitive skin. So I love these face washes, and paired together, they don't bother my skin. And a lot of people say, oh, it's good to use the same line. And not that I don't agree with them, but, everyone's skin's different. And I find that these two pair really well together. A hidden gem, or maybe I shouldn't say hidden gem, but something that I've definitely bypassed in the store so many times is Neutrogena. So I've been using this on my face. I also like to use it as like a body wash, especially after workouts. I find that, being like sweaty and gross, this is a great way to, clean your pores. So I keep this in the shower. I love it. So again, I find that it doesn't dry my skin, where sometimes these kinds of products can do that. And my skin, like I said, is pretty dry. So I've found that it does not do that. And it's left my skin feeling really clean. And again, when I'm in the shower, I use this. And then just like on a daily basis, I'll use my Effaclar. So I love those products. They work really well. Like I said, my skin feels clean. It doesn't feel dry, and it certainly doesn't give off that oily look either. So far, those products I've been using for, Effaclar I've been using for years, like I said. Vichy, again, is another product I've been using for years. This particular scrub, cleanser, and mask, I've been using it for the past, I would say, like 4 or 5 months. And then the Neutrogena I just got about a week ago. So, but Neutrogena is pretty well known anyway. Another product review that I love incorporating with my skincare routine is Vichy. So again, it's one of the brands I love because it is meant for like pores and tightening and for those who are like more acne prone skin. So I love this as a toner. I use this after I'm done washing my face, and you can see that I do need to buy a new one soon. It's honestly probably one of my favorite toners aside from Nivea. Nivea also has really great toners, and they're great for those who have sensitive skin, so they have different lines. So I also use Nivea, but Vichy's also great. So I love it. Again, it doesn't dry my skin. I don't have that problem, especially when I moisturize, which I have to do. And it doesn't, like I said, leave it oily or dry using, what I've showed you so far. So once I've washed my face with those washes that I've showed you, I've toned it. I like to use serums. So these aren't actually in the drugstore, but I will let you know where you can try it out if you like. It's called Rebel Poppy Cosmetics. So what I love about this company is not only is it my sister's, but she also did a lot of research in terms of the ingredients that go into it. So I have really sensitive skin, and I wouldn't use a product, whether it was my friend or family's, if it bothered my skin. And she has the hyaluronic acid and vitamin C that I pair together after I do my toner. And honestly, it's probably one of the best things that you can do for your skin. It really hydrates it, which, like I said, I do have pretty dry skin. But it also just does that clarifying as well, because I do have, I am prone to like breakouts and stuff like that every so often. So I do love these. I would recommend getting a serum. I will put below the link where you can take a look and see what you like, or if you'd like to learn more about it, just comment below. So yeah, so once I've put on my serums, I use face creams, obviously. So I love Aveeno. Aveeno is probably one of the only face creams I've been using for, again, years. So I have stuck to certain things for a really long time, but I have ventured off and tried others. But I've found that Aveeno, the Clear Complexion Daily Moisturizer, has worked really well on my skin. It's great in terms of evening out your skin tone for breakouts. I love it. So I do use this morning and night. And then also recently, because it is summertime, I also picked up the Clear Complexion Sheer Daily Moisturizer with SPF in it. So making sure products that you're using has SPF in it really make a difference. And that's what's going to keep your skin looking, smooth, and, those wrinkles not appearing as soon as they would if maybe you weren't taking care of your skin with SPF. But I love both of these creams because they both have in it the ingredient that helps with like breakouts and stuff like that. So I find even when I'm using this one with the SPF, I don't get breakouts either, which I have had that problem. So yeah, Aveeno is honestly a great product. Jennifer Aniston is a spokesperson for it, and you know how great she looks. So anyways, what I do use when I am putting on my moisturizer is bio oil. Let me tell you, if you don't use this, you need to buy it. I've been using it now for probably 3 months consistently. So I've used it before, but I'm talking about consistently in my face cream. And so I mix it together. So I'll put some drops in my hand and I'll mix it with the Aveeno. I have found like old scarring just from, breakouts or just that uneven skin tone. Bio oil has really helped. And it's something you can use all over your body. So I highly recommend picking this up. If there is anything here, I highly recommend it's bio oil because it's universal. Not only you can use it on your face, but all over your body. So I love that. Another cream that I've bought where you can find it at Shoppers, it's one of my most expensive products. And that's the other thing too. I don't spend a lot of money on products. If I find something works well, I stick to it. And Dr. Robux is a skincare line, and I actually bought their hydrating face moisturizer. This I use more or less at nighttime when I'm going to bed, so it hydrates my skin overnight. I love this cream as well. It is $60 Canadian. It is definitely very moisturizing. So if you have that problem, if you just have dry skin, this is a great line. But like I said, I just use it at nighttime because I don't want my skin to look to be too oily during the day. And the products I use in terms of makeup do give that hydration that I do need. So anyways, this is also another great cream if you do have dry skin. So I recommend that. They also have other products that you can take a look at. But in terms of just everything that I've showed you, it is, aside from this Dr. Roebuck's cream, everything's under $25. With tax, it could be about $30, but it's all fairly reasonably priced. I find it lasts a really long time as well. So, like, I've had this face cleanser now for maybe like 3 months, and I still have quite a bit left. So it does last a long time. The product is good for 12 months, and I do use it up within, obviously, the 12 months. So that's another thing to keep in mind, is at the back of all your products, it tells you how long, like what the shelf, like, you know, once you've opened it, you know, how long it's good for. So this one is 12 months. So that's also good to look at. But all the products last a really long time. Like I said, I love it. I don't have any issues. Sure, yeah, I'll get the odd breakout, but otherwise, my combination dry, oily skin work well with this. So if you do have that type of skin tone, I recommend trying, you know, this, you know, what I've showed you out. If you do have other recommendations, I would love to hear it. So make sure you leave comments below and stay tuned for future videos of mine. Thanks, guys.